Good evening from Portugal. So I hope you are well. This is the 2nd of March 2026 and this is the overall energy reading for the month of March. I think we have already stepped into the responding energy this morning. Last month, February's overall energy was initiating. We were taking a lot of steps to clear all energies and then start moving into this new cycle. And this morning we stepped in fully, responding to the initiating spark of energy of previous month. So we are going to look at the overall energy of March, and I'm really looking forward to see what it's going to be like. So we're starting by rooting into the surface below. If you're sitting on a chair, root in deeply, sit heavily, feel how you're connecting to the surface below. And if you are sitting on the chair, place your feet directly underneath and connect them to the surface below. If you're sitting cross-legged or on the floor, or just feel heavy, how your buttocks becoming heavy to the surface below. And if you're walking or even lying down, maybe if you're lying down, your whole body is connecting to the surface below, feeling that you are very heavy. And each step, if you're walking, is connecting to the earth below. And as you breathe in, the stomach expands, and as you breathe out, the stomach contracts. And as you breathe in, you can feel the spine rising towards the sky. And as you breathe out, you're relaxing into the seat below, rooting into the seat below. So let's ask, so how are the energies around us this month, and how do we best navigate them in order to have the most smooth and joyous March as possible? Heaven, earth, fire, water, thunder, wind, wood, mountain, lake, which is also metal. So we got heaven, and that's initiating. Okay, so we've got Kian, below, so still the initiating power here. So how are the energies around us, and how do we best navigate them in order to have the most smooth and joyous day forward, or month forward? So heaven, earth, fire, water, thunder, wind, wood, mountain, lake, metal. So water above. So water is related to, it's very yin energy, and it's like the season of winter when everything is withdrawing. It's darkness, so water doubled. If you've got water, it's a darkness. It's the hexagram of darkness. And this the danger as well. So in the olden days, they used to think that crossing great rivers was dangerous. It still is, actually. Water can be very dangerous if we haven't got the right equipment to navigate the water. And the emotion related to the water element is fear, so we need to transmute it into courage. And we do have this heavenly power helping us here, and the heaven is below, and heaven is a rising energy and water is a sinking energy, so they are meeting here and mixing. So let's have a look at how this is changing. So what are the changing lines? So let's have a look like this. Initial 9, second 9, third 9, fourth 6, fifth 9, and top 6. So it's the top 6 that's changing into a young line, which means there's only left with one yin, so we still have all this initiating power, or the lot of young energies continuing into March as well. So here we've got Sun, which is wind, which is gentle movement, and Qian below, so initiating within, so the spark comes from within, and we're responding with gentle movement, with overcoming fear, transmuting fear into gentle action. So let's have a look at the nuclear hexagram, which is the inner energy that is feeding this main energy. So this is where it comes from. Okay, so we've got yang yin, and then we've got yang yin yang. So we've got Li, which is brightness, over lake, which is dewy. So here we've got Kan. So we've got Qian, Sun, wind, lake, Li, and Kan. We've got very mixed energies here, which is very good. The main energy is Qian, which is the inner spark, and this is the inner energy. But what is feeding, this main energy, what's hidden is illumination. We're starting to see more clearly because we have cultivated this inner center, this solid center, and when we have this inner peace, then we can radiate joy without. Okay, so we've got this true joy within, and then we can see clearly without. So when we have this peace and joy, then we radiate this joy and we can see clearly. And this leads into this heavenly energy where we can overcome this fear that we have and cultivate courage and move forward, taking us into gentle movement, a gentle action, following this initiating spark that was set already in February. So let's have a look at see what the hexagrams are. So we have Kan and Qian, which is number 5. Kan, water over heaven, which is number 5. So water, Kan, Qian. And then we're changing into Sun, which is wind, over Qian, 9. So we have a lot of early hexagrams. This is in the beginning of a new cycle, and this is very much where we are at. Okay, so this is just has the initial spark, and we're moving into it, and moving forward and starting to create our future life. And then we have the underlying energy, which is brilliance above a lake, joy. So Li over Dui, which is 38. So let's have a look. Let's start with number 38 actually. 37, diversity. So that's the feeding energy. Let's have a look at the element for that one, which is fire. Fire, again, it's the spark, right? We need the fire, the passion to move forward in order to create what's new. So diversity, when the proper way of household comes to an end, there is surely diversity. Thus after household, diversity follows. So we're talking about estrangement and opposite, and diversity, how things are different. So you have this eye. Okay, so this image, which is the eye that's looking to the side. So it's an eye and not looking at each other. Okay, the original meaning of kui, which is eyes do not look at each other, indicating that people's lines of vision are different. There is diversity. So the underlying energy is about diversity. And I think this means that we are in a situation where we're not properly aligned. Okay, so we are moving into our new cycle, into our soul's purpose, but we still have learned a lot from our previous life still here, right? We're still, there's lots from my past, or not our past, but we're not fully stepped out of. We still need, maybe there's an income, or maybe there's some sort of security or something that we need still that is not aligned with this anymore, but we still need to hold on for a while. So this is the underlying energy of this, that we're not entirely in the place where we want to be. So let's have a read. Diversity, little things, good fortune. So this means that we need to move forward, right? We still got the brightness, like the fire. We're still seeing clearly from above, and we do have this inner joy that we can cultivate, this solid inner joy that we can move forward. But we are not making any great big strides, right? Although we are not aligned with our present moment, and we can really feel it, right? How you can feel that you're in the wrong place. But we're not making any sharp movement at the moment, right? We continue doing little actions, which is bringing us forward. And with making little actions, changing our life step by step, rather than stepping out and throwing everything away and then starting in on a new road immediately, we need to stay here. And then, although we are feeling misaligned, we are doing little steps constantly, and this is slowly taking us out of this. And this is in a much more safe way, so we can keep this fear at bay, because there is no need to have fear. So we got the courage to move forward, that we are overcoming this fear, and this is because we are taking these little steps forward rather than throwing everything away. Okay, so that's the underlying energy of what's feeding the situation where we are at during March. So let's have a look at number 5, which is the main energy. And then let's look at 9 first, actually, which is little accumulation. And it's a wood energy. And then number 5, which we moved as a childhood and moving into needing, which is speaking about nourishment. And it's about nourishing our spirit as well as our body, more so nourishing our spirit, and nourishing our knowledge, the wisdom as well. So learning a lot, studying a lot, journaling, getting to know yourself within, and nourishing yourself with wisdom, like choosing your teachers wisely, choosing who you listen to wisely and carefully. Okay, we are leaving now behind being distractions, short-term entertainment, and moving into actually spending our time that we have to learn new things that will help us move forward in life the way we want to. Okay, so needing, which is Zu, and then let's have a look at the element of that one, which is water. Water. So let's look at needing. So we hear different translations which are waiting and calculated inaction. So we're needing, it's speaking about inaction, so we're not doing an awful lot. That's the main energy. And actually the energy of today was kun, the second hexagram, and that's about responding to this initial spark that we've had, right? So Kian is number one, it's the initial spark, and Kun is number two, and they are the opposite, is yin and yang. Kian is the absolute yang, and Kun is the absolute yin, and they are opposite, but also one, right? One cannot exist without the other. So when the Kian is taking action and presenting a new seed, right? Kun is taking it and then helping to nourish it so that it can grow into this beautiful, beautiful new creation. Okay. The Tao indicates that we need food to nourish body and spirit. The primary concern of the earliest agricultural society was growing crops. Peasants did not worry about the sunshine, the air, and the soil. These were always abundant. Their major concern was water. The water they relied on depended largely upon rainfall. Without rain, they would have nothing to eat and drink. So this is water, and in this case, what needing is actually a cloud. So it's a cloud over heaven, and we need this cloud first. The cloud is gathering above, and then water start raining. And without water, there wouldn't be any life on this planet. So it's, and also because this is a cloud, right? So there is no rain just yet, because it's a rain cloud and the rain is not yet falling. So we are waiting for the rainfall. So this is a waiting time, right? There is no rain, abundance of rain yet. We are still waiting. So we are just nourishing this initial spark. So get this feeling of waiting a lot, although the underlying energy, the initial, like we have initiated something new. And there is gentle movement. We're moving into gentle movement forward. But for the time being, we are waiting and we are nourishing and we are resting, okay? Because we've gone through quite a bit over the last few months. Okay, so needing, being sincere and faithful, believing that this will be good, right? Being patient and knowing that this time is to cultivate our inner virtues, whilst we are also cultivating this initial seed that's been sown. Brilliantly prosperous and smooth, being steadfast and upright, good fortune, favorable to cross great rivers. So, and this means that although there could be some dangers and feeling a bit, it's actually feeling a bit, because we're stepping into something new. Everything is very unknown, and then with that we can become a little bit fearful, but we know this is not a problem, right? It is favorable to cross great rivers. We are not in any great danger at all at the moment. It's just that we can't really see the path ahead clearly. Our heart keeps on telling us though that we're moving in the right direction, in the right direction, okay? Needing, requiring faith and confidence to wait. Danger lies ahead. Being firm and strong, one does not allow himself to be involved in danger. The conduct is right. One will not fall into strait. Needing, being sincere and faithful, there will be brilliant success. Be steadfast and upright, good fortune. Stay truthfully you. Be patient and wait. Cultivate your inner virtue, and all will be well. Okay? I actually felt this very strongly today, feeling very frustrated with the situation that I am in. I'm in one way I'm not, because I'm actually moving into this new, which feels absolutely wonderful, but there's also a big chunk of the old left, which frustrates me. So, but I just need to be patient. And this is time to cultivate patience. Okay. Being in the place assigned by heaven. So this is the place we need to be in. It is central and correct. Favorable to cross great rivers. Going forward, your work will be accomplished. So all is well. This is exactly where we need to be. So let's have a look at the change in line, which is the top 6. Top 6, falling into a pit. There are 3 unexpected guests coming. Showing respect ends in good fortune. Unexpected guests are coming. Showing respects bring good fortune. Although the position is not proper, no great loss. We need to look a little bit deeper into this one. The uppermost line is a yin element at the yin place. Doubling the yin symbolizes weakness. This place is the height of difficulty. There is no way to wait. Eventually one falls into the pit. However, the yielding line on the top corresponds to the solid line at the 3rd place. Yielding and then solid, right? 3 young elements in the lower gua represent 3 unexpected guests. They have waited for a long time without a chance to advance. Now, at the last minute, they have had the chance to rush forward and with indomitable spirit. When they reach the end, the one at the uppermost place honors them. At last, all of them receive good fortune. This gua suggests that with a positive attitude, there is no problem that cannot be solved, and the end will always be good. Yeah, so positive attitude, cultivate your inner virtue, trust and faith that all will be well, and patience, and that we are moving forward exactly the way we need to. Okay, so let's have a look at little exceeding, which is what we are changing into, and this is also the main energy of where we are in the process of this hexagram, right? Which is the main energy that remain patient. All is well, right? All will fall into place. This is just the beginning of a new cycle. We do have some sections, some things left in our that we need to keep, but remain patient. Okay. So, taming the power of the small, the lesser nourisher. Multitude and harmonious union surely results in something to be stored up. Thus, after union, little accumulation follows. So now is the time to store things. We're actually talking about here. I can see here. Realized the moisture in the cloud was not abundant enough for the form to form rain. Yeah. So this cloud that we have here over heaven is still not raining. Okay, so this one as well is speaking about patience, and it's about accumulating virtues and accumulating wisdom. So this is the time to study things without, to study books or the I Ching or whatever you need to study, and also to go into meditation, to study yourself, your thought patterns, and where you want to go, and cultivate your inner virtues. So this is the time to nourish yourself and also to plan the steps ahead. There is some little action taking, but it's so gentle. So little accumulation, prosperous and smooth, all is well. Okay, clouds condense, but yet no rain at my west side. So currently there is during March, we are just preparing ourselves. There is not a great movement towards our new cycle, but we are preparing ourselves. So lots of study within and without, and remain patient, and with a faithful heart, and all will be well, because we are actually heading in the right direction. Okay, so this is the reading for March. I hope it was of benefit, and I'm wishing you a beautiful evening.